Hello, ladies and gents. My name is Ayrichu, and welcome to the start of a brand new season of Minecraft Hardcore. Now, you might be asking yourself, Ayrichu, why the heck are you in a creative world? And the answer for that is very simple. If you don't know, the reason why we're doing season 2 of Hardcore now instead of season 1 is because, my dear viewer, I died in season 1 very early on episode 3, as a matter of fact. And there's even something I said about that in episode 1 of season 1.
That maybe we will actually survive for a while. I mean, of course, eventually we're going to meet our demise, but I don't want that to be on like episode 3, for example.
Which, yeah, I kind of definitely 100% played myself there. Regardless, though, of that, I decided that I wanted to do the start of this season a little bit different than just a typical live commentary. I actually did that initially. Like, I have a few episodes recorded of content just of, live commentary and, just doing stuff and getting stuff done. However, it felt so starkingly similar to the first season that I just decided, I'd rather just, dive into the rest of the stuff. But obviously, I still need to show you everything that's happened and not just in a boring way, like walking around showing you. So instead, I have decided to do it in the form of a couple-minute montage. Hopefully this idea actually turns out very cool, and then by the time the episode is officially over, which is going to be after the montage, by the way, we can then move on and just, start doing some stuff and, having fun with the Minecrafts and in this new hardcore world. So guys, sit back, relax, enjoy, maybe grab some snacks or something to drink. You could also do both if you want. And without further ado, let's kick off Minecraft Hardcore Season 2. Alright, here we go. This time, I'm just gonna focus on... That's a village. Yes. But I'm gonna focus on actually, enjoying the game. My goal is to at least make it to episode 4, right? Like, obviously I wanted to go longer than that, but I'm just setting the goal now. So at the very least, I know I will have made more progress than I did in season 1. While we're on our way to this village, I figure I should definitely get cows and such because it'll be very helpful for us to get enchanted as quickly as we can. I think I will do a little bit of mining in caves, trying to just get enough to get enchanted and enough to just get us started. I do not play safe enough when it comes to Minecraft and trying to survive and thrive in hardcore. I definitely need to try to play it a lot more safe if I can. I've had a very huge sudden interest in hardcore and I haven't really talked about it. But the reason why is for a couple reasons. I've been recently watching a YouTuber known as Filza. Most of you would probably know. This is the guy who had the hardcore world for 5 years and then he died in it to a baby zombie of all things. So, yeah, he had a hardcore world for 5 real life years and died to a baby zombie. So, as tragic as it is, it ended up completely igniting his career, making, videos and doing more hardcore and stuff. And like that just inspired me so much. Not necessarily to befall the same fate, but I would I would love to do something crazy like that. Like if I had a hardcore world for 5 years, I would be, you know, probably pretty shocked and disappointed and angry and confused and just all sorts of things if the same thing would happen to me. But at the same time, it wasn't just like oh, he died in hardcore and no one really noticed. Like a lot of people noticed. Like he got on national news for it, and that's not to say that that's a bad thing. That's a wonderful thing because it just totally kickstarted the dude's career. And I think part of the reason why he also had a huge career going for him there too is because he's just such a great personality. And I recommend you go check him out because he's such a good person, and he's what's inspired me to do the series. Because and something he said that will definitely stick with me is he said the reason why he prefers hardcore as to not doing hardcore is like just playing like a regular Minecraft world is that there's something exciting about being in a world accomplishing different things, whatever that may be, building stuff, all these different projects, and being able to accomplish that within a single life of playing. Because anyone can, start up Minecraft, learn how to play, and create these amazing things, but it's probably going to take them a few tries. In the world, if there's not the risk of dying, then, obviously, like, and this is different for, different people, but at least for me, what I took from it and what he basically said is there's a thrill about being able to build all these things with one life only. That poor squid. Oh my gosh, I hate that they just like do that. They just like beach themselves and then just die. It's so sad. But regardless though, there's something amazing about being able to accomplish all these things with one life. It just makes builds and everything you do, in my opinion, and also I believe in Phil's opinion, it just creates this larger sense of value. Not because there is actually less value, whether you're playing hardcore or not, but there's so much more accomplishing. There's like a more accomplished feeling, for me anyway, because I only have one shot to do it. After that, we're done. Game over. Move on to a new world. Or don't, that can totally depend on the type of player you are as well. But overall, I definitely think it was a really inspirational thing to see this guy with this hardcore world, and then it could still continue to do it and have fun with it, and just be overall a wonderful personality that is fun to engage and watch. So again, I'll be leaving a link to his YouTube. And from there, if you want to like go follow his Twitch too or whatever, you can totally do that. But that's the entire reason why I'm doing this series. Not necessarily just because, oh, he said it would be a good idea or whatever, but there was just something that inspired me in what he said and just by his actions of like all this crazy stuff he's done in his worlds. And I just want to, you know, not just do the same thing, right? I don't want to do the same thing because that would be like pointless. Like, why are you going to continue to do stuff that somebody else has already done? Unless you're going to do it better. And I don't think I could, if I'm being, quite frank. I don't believe that I could be better than, Philza. I think he's a great guy. He's such an amazing Minecraft player in general, but also he just has so much knowledge with hardcore. Like, it's amazing. So while I don't see myself becoming better than him, I would like to, accomplish a similar goal of just, have as much fun with it as I can, do our best, see if I can engage with the audience along the way, which is, a huge, huge thing to have, is a community built around this whole thing supporting you. Like, that's the dream right there, man, for me anyway. I would love to... Oh, nope. I would love to just be able to build a whole community around it. Around this channel, this brand, myself even. And just have fun doing it. Right now, I'm honestly having quite a blast. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. It is so much more about the destination than it is about the journey. After I mine this, we're going to go explore a bit. And what I'm looking for right now, just to start things off, is I want to find an area where I see it and I'm like, yeah, I can turn this into a starter base. I already know that for one area, I'm going to be putting a lot of redstone projects there. And I should actually secure that area before I get too far off here. I don't think it's a bad idea to just start digging out an area around here. You know what I'm thinking? I think I still go with this plan, right? Because I actually want to build like an external house. I usually don't do this, like almost never. I've tried it a few times, but I never really committed to it. And then I feel like I always sort of revert back to like just finding a cave and living in it for a while. But this time we're going to be a bit different. I still have a great idea with this, right? I like the overall like shape and flatness of it. I'm thinking I could have right here, this could be the entryway to a mine shaft. I could set up a minecart thing so like the minecart doesn't just like come back up here out in the open or something. Like, that's temporary. All right, so I've got a very basic framework here. Maybe my issue is that I'm just thinking on terms of like too big of a scope. Like, I'm just not seeing it in my head. What if I build a pagoda, like a Japanese tower for our home in this spot? What I would really like to do is make this thing, kind of big. Which is, of course, going to require, if I'm doing it at this scale, being a square pattern, like, I'm going to have to tear this hill out, right? Like, there's no way. Oh my goodness. Well, I dug into a ravine with creepers and gold in it. We're at, what, like, Y level 38? Oh my goodness me. And this is exactly why... Ooh! That's exactly why we have the water bucket, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Oh my goodness, that's so fantastic. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, I'm gonna actually be kind of careful here. Make sure there's no lava for this to accidentally fall into. And oh, it almost happened, but it didn't, because I'm so good. More zombies and skeletons this way. Oh my gosh! I knew he had something in his hand. That's why I panicked a bit. But that's also a mine shaft, though. Oh my gosh. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Alright, we're gonna chill for a bit. We're just gonna sit and wait. I will say, I'm definitely not feeling as great as maybe before with these mine shafts. Like, for season 1, I kind of went into it really nonchalant. I knew I heard footsteps behind me. I knew for a fact I heard them. So that wasn't a shocker at all there. But yeah, at season 1, I went into a mine shaft really nonchalantly, and I paid the ultimate price. Especially when I went back in the second time and was not prepared. And we're back. Just like that. Fantastic. I mean, I thought I saw one. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I thought I saw one. I could have sworn I saw... Oh, there we go. That should be enough for 5 bookshelves and the spare book. And then I can pop in the rest of the stuff for the enchantment table. And now I can just set this up somewhere. Looting 3 is not actually a super bad thing to get early on here. Ooh, a desert village. Oh, that's super cool. All right, bud. Thank you for your help with leading me this way. Oh yeah, I forgot they will actually lead you to like treasure or like ruins and stuff, right? Don't dolphins do that? Where is he? Oh, ow, my god. It's invisible, right? What the heck? Oh, it is. I'm going to relog. It's a single player world. I don't know why it's invisible. Oh, and there it is. Now I can actually see the guy. Oh my gosh. Okay, the spiders don't... There were so many behind me, actually. I thought there was only like one. Oh! Another desert temple, bright as day. I don't need the cactus immediately. I can always grab more. Oh my god. That's a golden apple. That's an enchanted golden apple. That is amazing. Also, I don't need the wheat right now. Is that another temple? Are you kidding me? Oh, I think it is, right? That's a new one. That's another new one and another new village as well. Oh. Oh, hold on. Books. I'm sorry, Leather. I'm glad to have found you from the cows. But this is, books. Alright, ladies and gents, that is going to do it for the montage. I hope you enjoyed it, because that was several hours of footage, reduced to about 20 minutes. But overall, despite the amount of time it's actually taken me to just get this part of the build done, which, of course, I'm actually going to be building this up much higher, which is why those dirt things are there, just to get a good sense of scale. And, of course, I'm going to actually be building more, like sections until I'm satisfied with the height. And then I will, of course, be putting on a proper roof. But in the meantime, I filled that in with dirt, because then that gives us an easy way to seal it up from the outside and actually give us shelter. And then when I want to tear this down, it's dirt, right? So it's not going to be that hard to do so. So you might be asking yourselves, why go through all this effort? Why go and make this, montage of several hours worth of footage when I could have easily turned them into, full-length episodes? And to be honest, I just didn't feel like the recordings themselves were really up to the quality that I would like to have on a regular basis. I just think, I was pushing myself to record and get all this footage done, and then by then I had 8 hours of footage to sift through. And keep in mind, though, I only did maybe about actually 2.5 hours of sifting through certain clips, because a lot of it was dead space, so don't feel too bad. But I just thought, maybe that would be a better way to do the introduction. And plus, even though this is technically going to be the end of just episode 1, I can happily say that we made it so much farther already in this series than we ever did with season 1. I mean, just look at that, right? And of course, the more floors and roofs I put into this thing, it is going to look so much better for every single layer that we add to this thing. And to give you a quick idea of what that might look like, just imagine the bottom layer, including the roof, and then just extend it on top of itself again and again and again and again until it's so high that I wouldn't want to put a room in a cloud, and then I can put the roof on top and call it a day there. With that being said, it's going to be time for me to stop living outdoors, or sort of in a cave. I mean, granted, this is literally just the mine shaft that you saw me dig in the montage way earlier, but instead of just living in some stereotypical cave home like I always tend to, do when I initially start Minecraft, I thought, why don't we just actually build something that looks sick? And even when I get the other layers into this thing, I should tell you that this will still not be done completely, just because there's going to be some details I want to add in just to make it a little bit more interesting to look at without being, too much. With all that being said, I wanted to thank you all just so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video in any way, then please let me know by subscribing to the channel. That would really make my day, and as well as checking out my Twitch channel for any live streams in the future, as well as our Discord server, which is all going to be in the description below. But anyways, I've been Ayrichu, and this video has been going on for way too long in terms of how long it's taken me to edit this. So, thank you again, and I hope to see you all next time.